do you think, though, about the haul they got from that deal with Milwaukee?
It was essentially two trades. One, moving Damian Lillard to Milwaukee, and then part of that package was Drew Holiday. They sent to Boston. So in total, 3 first-round picks, 2 swaps, some good young players, and DeAndre Ayton. The Portland front office believes that they are building for the future, and with these draft picks, with the swaps, and DeAndre Ayton, they feel like they have the makings of some talent to move forward.
Young team, nice team with a lot of room to grow. Good point. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Franklin out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. And for the Trailblazers, you've got Anthony Simons. Klingen is out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Sharp, and it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. Outside, Simons. Gobert with the block.
There is a reason his nickname is the Stifle Tower. Send it back, Rudy.
DiVincenzo passes to Franklin. Outside, Edwards. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Out to the wing. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Just 4 to shoot. Off target from three-point range. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And here is McDaniels. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. To the wing right side. Passes it to Gobert. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
How about the finish through contact by Rudy Gobert? Wow.
DiVincenzo against Simons. Pass to McDaniels. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. You know, knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
That's a smart pass from Jaden McDaniels. Just finds a teammate operating with a little space.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Last time they met was in Minnesota, where they beat the Timberwolves.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance and ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight?
Timberwolves on defense. Here's Avdia. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Avdia's got 7 points. DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. Avdia with the rebound. Portland leading. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I was able to talk with Chauncey Billups for a minute. Their team's main focus tonight, well, it starts with All-Star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. We have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Knocked away. And now Avdia pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
Well, Avdia has some size, and he uses it to get up and around the rim. What a finish.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Now Edwards. No scoring in this one. And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some, and I think that's what the fans want. But there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. Here's Simons. He's coming off a 31-point game against Memphis. Left side, Avdia. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kamara. McDaniels defending. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Portland. They were hoping to get off to a better start to the season. Things are still early, so they still may have a chance. And, of course, the Minnesota Timberwolves, 3.5 back.
And I think for the Timberwolves, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
It just feels like they're sputtering right now. Every time you think they've turned the corner, they really haven't.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Pass to Kamara. Portland moving the ball around. Pass to Sharp. Great D that time from Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
McDaniels with the ball. Klingon defending.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Here's Sharp. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. There's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pulling the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
No sense.
Well, if you find yourself in between, in that mid-range area, Anthony Edwards so confident. Rise and fire, young sir.
Pass to Kamara. Sharp against Edwards. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. They came in as the favorite, seemed to lose their confidence down the stretch, started to play tight, and let that one slip away.
Minnesota shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Some changes for... Ends up going with the new group. Timberwolves also changing it up. Franklin's checked in for Randall. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Here's Edwards. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
On the court for Minnesota. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Frank. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And things can get so intense when NBA rumors start flying, Shams. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story, like you've done numerous times?
It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff. Everything happens so fast, but when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it. But it certainly brings a great feeling, and I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend